Coco's a bad boy, huh?
I can't see that.
Coco, yeah. You're a good boy. Sure you are. Look at how big he is.
Remember when we first got him, how whenever we let him out, he would just poop everywhere.
So I wanted to do a second video. We did one yesterday, and well, when you do a video with a kid in it and you have 3 other kids, they want to be in the video. And so we decided to do a little bit more controlled one in here where we can have a rabbit in, and Coco hasn't been in the house in quite some time, but I just kind of wanted to go over, you know, we talked about a little bit yesterday of how this started with, you know, going to the fair last year, and it really started years before with us wanting to be more self-sufficient and just not knowing really how to go about that. And like the title of our channel says, we live in a city. It's a small city, but we live in a city, and we don't have we actually live on 1/3 of an acre, or just under. And a lot of the videos we watch on little homesteads and little farms, and they're 2 acres, they're 3 acres, they're 5 acres, and that's great. I don't see really a lot of them under an acre. It's not a lot of room. If you, I don't know if you know an acre or not. An acre is, you can break it down in many different ways. How I know it is 66 feet by 660 feet. And so we're basically on 66 by 220. And so to have cattle or horses or something like that, it's just not it's not doable. We got ordinances against that. And so when we seen the rabbits, it just kind of dawned on us, and rabbits are something that we can do and raise them for food. You know, they are meat rabbits, and these ones in here are not so much pets, but you know, the kids play with them, they love them, and but at the end of the day, you know, they will be either sold or dispatched, and you know, like I said yesterday, we'll go through that whole process. We probably won't do a video on the actual dispatching, just simply because you just kill a rabbit. There's no reason to go over that, I don't think, but I think it's important to know the size of the property, because a lot of people living in cities, they don't have a large amount of property, and you know, basically ours is like a big corner lot in a sense. It's not, but it's about that size, and so we want to show what can be done on less than an acre inside of a city, for those that are in our boat that want to be more self-sufficient, that want to rely on yourselves more than on the grocery store or Big Brother, if you will. Not trying to get into that, but we want that self-sufficiency. It's important to us. We want to raise our children to know that they can be self-sufficient. You know, it's like if you can change your tire, well, you can help your neighbor change his. But if you can't do that yourself, then you can't help your neighbor. So the more that we can do on our own, I guess the more we can help others. You know, and the rabbits are from everything that we've read, all the videos that we've watched, you can produce as much meat off of rabbits a year as you can off of cattle, but at a cheaper price. And the meat is actually higher in protein, lower in calories, and lower in fat. SP hasn't been out of his cage since, probably a month and a half maybe.
But what about Coco?
Yeah, well, Coco hasn't either. They've kind of just been, with winter and everything, they've just kind of been living in their cages a little bit.
He's shaking really bad.
Give him a second, he'll warm up and start moving around. We wanted to do this. I probably wanted to do this a couple of months ago and just didn't have the courage, didn't have the ambition or the know-how. But it's important. We go and we buy it from the store, and if we buy it from the store, then we have it. They don't know how to make it. They don't know how to grow it. They don't know how to raise it. And so I think that this is important. It's important for us as a city, as a state, as a country to, get back to our roots. Our forefathers had their dads and their grandpas to teach them, and something happened, and we went yumpy for a little while, and there's like a generational gap in there. So as we go through this, you're going to see us make mistakes, and we will film that because we're not perfect. You will see us get angry. You will see us fight. You will see us love, because we're not perfect, and this is not Hollywood. This is a real family doing a real thing. And to me, that's so much more than a scripted a movie that you watch or TV show. They're fun. I'll admit, they're fun. but I would so much rather learn and watch real life people and the mistakes that they make, because they grow from them, and I can grow from them too. I will edit out the magic of editing, if you will, that we're not good at. Edit out, you know, a lot of the blunders, but a lot of the blunders will get put in there also, because that's just part of the growing pains. I have a great boss, and one time he told me that so my boss told me several years ago that if you make a mistake and the mistake cost you $500, you got out of it pretty easily, as long as you learn from it. And that's kind of stuck with me. It might kind of seem like a bit of a higher number for a mistake to some, and to some it might not. At the end of the day, mistakes are mistakes, and they're gonna happen. We're all gonna make mistakes. Hopefully we learn from them, and we can move forward, and we can grow stronger and you know, closer as a family, you know, especially. Another thing I want to touch on here is we live in a small property. We don't make a lot of money, so we need to be diligent, if you would, with the monies that were provided. And so I guess that would be another reason that we decided to do this, because this is a way that we can, I mean, this is 100% organic. The property that we live in is a logging community from years ago. The ground is, I always call the ground tainted. I don't think much grows here, so I'm really kind of hoping that the little rabbit dingles that come out can be composted down and actually make some decent ground here. I'm sure that will happen. So, you know, there's a endless amount of things that we can learn, videos that we can do, stuff that we can share. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below, and we will we'll get back to you, and we will do more videos as the days and weeks unfold. So thank you for tuning into our channel.